Unlock the secrets of financial freedom with the Rich Dad, Poor Dad detailed summary. Welcome to the first part of our series on the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. In this video, we will dive into the world of Robert Kiyosaki and his two dads' perspectives on money, investments, and overcoming obstacles. Get ready to change your mind on traditional finance and discover the key to building wealth. So without wasting your time any further, let's look at the first 5 chapters of the book. Chapter 1. Chapter 1 of Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki sets the foundation for the rest of the book. It introduces the two main characters, the author's rich dad and his poor dad. The rich dad is a man who was not biologically related to the author, but who taught him the lessons and principles of financial literacy and wealth creation. On the other hand, the poor dad is the author's biological father, who was well educated and worked hard all his life, but struggled financially. In this chapter, Kiyosaki highlights the difference between the mindsets of the two men. The poor dad had a traditional conformist mindset, where he believed that the only way to get ahead in life was to work hard, save money, and get a good education. The rich dad, on the other hand, took a more unconventional approach to wealth creation. He encouraged Kiyosaki to think outside of the box and question the status quo. The author also describes how the rich dad taught him the importance of financial literacy and how money works. The poor dad was highly educated and knowledgeable about many things, but he had limited financial knowledge and was unable to understand the role that money played in his life. In contrast, the rich dad was a successful entrepreneur who had created wealth through his businesses and investments. The chapter concludes with Kiyosaki sharing his realization that his poor dad's traditional education had not taught him anything about money or how to create wealth. This realization led him to pursue financial education and set him on the path to financial freedom. Furthermore, in Chapter 2, Kiyosaki highlights that the rich do not work for money, but rather make money work for them. Chapter 2 of Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki is titled, "The Rich Don't Work for Money." In this chapter, the author discusses the key difference between the wealthy and the poor, which is the way they think about money and work. The author explains that the poor and the middle class work for money, while the rich have their money work for them. This means that the wealthy have created systems and investments that generate passive income, so they don't have to work for money. They have the freedom to choose how they spend their time and live their lives. Kiyosaki goes on to explain that one of the reasons why the rich don't work for money is because they understand the power of leverage. Leverage is the use of other people's time, money, and resources to achieve your goals. For example, the rich invest in real estate and use leverage to generate passive income through rental properties. They also invest in businesses and use leverage to increase their profits. The author also emphasizes the importance of financial education. He explains that financial literacy is not taught in schools and that people are not taught how to think about money, how to manage it, or how to create it. The rich, on the other hand, are financially literate and have the knowledge and skills to create wealth. In this chapter, Kiyosaki also highlights the dangers of working for money and relying on a traditional job for financial security. He explains that jobs can be uncertain and can be taken away at any time. The rich understand this and have multiple sources of income, so they are not reliant on a single source of income. Moving on, he also stresses the importance of minding one's own business and understanding how to generate passive income. Chapter 3 of Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki is titled Mind Your Own Business. In this chapter, the author focuses on the importance of entrepreneurship and how to create wealth through building a business. The author explains that many people believe that they need to work hard to get a good job in order to be financially secure. However, the rich understand that creating a business is the best way to create wealth and achieve financial freedom. A business allows you to generate passive income and have control over your financial future. Kiyosaki highlights the difference between a job and a business. A job is a source of active income where you trade your time for money. A business, on the other hand, is a source of passive income where the business generates income for you, even when you're not working. The author emphasizes that the business is key to financial freedom. In this chapter, Kiyosaki also explains that the rich understand the importance of taking calculated risks. They are not afraid of failure and understand that it is a part of the entrepreneurial journey. They are also willing to take risks in order to achieve their goals. The author also highlights the importance of developing the right mindset for entrepreneurship. He explains that the rich have a growth mindset where they are always learning and growing, while the poor and middle class have a fixed mindset where they believe they cannot change or improve their circumstances. Additionally, the author discusses the history of taxes and the power of corporations and how they can be leveraged for financial gain in Chapter 4. Chapter 4 of Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki is titled The History of Taxes and the Power of Corporations. In this chapter, the author explores the history of taxes and the role that corporations play in creating wealth. The author explains that taxes have been around for centuries and have been used by governments to finance their operations. However, taxes can also be a burden on the working class and can limit their ability to create wealth. The rich understand the importance of minimizing taxes and use corporations as a tool to do so. Kiyosaki highlights the advantages of incorporating a business. Incorporating a business allows you to reduce your tax liability and protect your personal assets. Corporations are also a flexible and powerful tool for creating wealth. They can be used to invest in real estate, stocks, and other assets, and they can also be used to generate passive income. The author also explains that the rich understand the importance of financial intelligence and use their knowledge to make informed investment decisions. They are not afraid to seek advice from financial experts and understand the importance of diversifying their investments. To continue, Kiyosaki delves into the topic of overcoming obstacles in the journey to financial freedom. Chapter 5 of Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki is titled Overcoming Obstacles. In this chapter, the author focuses on the challenges that people face when trying to create wealth and offers practical advice for overcoming these obstacles. The author explains that many people are afraid of change and fear failure. They are also afraid of making mistakes and of losing money. The rich understand that fear is a natural part of the process of creating wealth, and that it is important to overcome these obstacles in order to achieve success. Kiyosaki highlights the importance of taking action and of learning from mistakes. He explains that the rich understand that success is a journey, not a destination, and that they are always learning and growing. The author also emphasizes the importance of persistence and of never giving up, even in the face of setbacks and failures. In this chapter, the author also explains that it is important to develop a strong support system and to surround yourself with people who will help you achieve your goals. The rich understand the importance of having a network of supportive friends, family, and mentors who will help them succeed. The author also highlights the importance of having a clear vision and of setting goals. He explains that the rich have a clear idea of what they want to achieve and that they use their goals as a roadmap for success. That's all for our part 1 of our Rich Dad Poor Dad detailed summary. I hope you have gained valuable insights into the Rich Dad's teachings on money and finance. If you're ready for more, make sure to stay tuned in for part 2, where we'll delve deeper into the principles and practices of wealth building. See you in the next video.